Hello everyone. In the last video, we learned about the basics of neurotransmitters and how they help our brain to function. We also learned about excitatory and inhibitory neurotransmitters. Now let us go into the neurotransmitters in some more details. So there are first called neurotransmitters called amino acids. The first of them is GABA, gamma aminobutyric acid. This naturally occurring amino acid acts as body's main inhibitory chemical messenger. GABA contributes to vision and motor control, also playing a role in regulation of anxiety. The second is called as glutamate. The most plentiful neurotransmitter found in the nervous system, glutamate plays a role in cognitive functions like memory and learning. Excessive amounts of glutamate can cause excitotoxicity resulting in cellular death. This excitotoxicity caused by glutamate buildup is associated with some diseases and brain injuries, including Alzheimer's disease, stroke, and even epileptic seizures. Another kind of neurotransmitter is oxytocin. This powerful hormone, also called as love hormone, acts as a neurotransmitter in the brain. It is produced by the hypothalamus and plays a role in social recognition, bonding, and even sexual reproduction and romantic attraction. Synthetic oxytocin, such as pitocin, is often used as an aid in labor and delivery. Oxytocin causes the uterus of a woman to contract during labor. Another neurotransmitter is endorphins. These neurotransmitters inhibit the transmission of pain signals and promote feelings of euphoria, that is, lot of happiness. These chemical messengers are produced naturally by the body in response to pain, but they can also be triggered by other activities such as aerobic exercises. For example, experiencing very positive feelings after we exercise is an example of the pleasurable feelings generated by the production of endorphins. Another neurotransmitter is epinephrine, also known as adrenaline. It is also called as adrenaline. Epinephrine is considered both a hormone and a neurotransmitter. Generally, epinephrine is a stress hormone that is released by the adrenal system. So it also functions as a neurotransmitter in brain. Another neurotransmitter is norepinephrine. This naturally occurring chemical is a neurotransmitter that plays an important role in alertness and is involved in the body's fight or flight response. Its role is to help the mobilize the body and brain to take action in times of danger or stress. Levels of this neurotransmitter are typically lowest during sleep and highest during the times of stress. Histamine is another neurotransmitter which is organic compound in the brain and spinal cord. It plays a role in allergic reactions and is produced as a part of brain's immune system and immune system's response to pathogens. The most common neurotransmitter and most well known is dopamine. Commonly known as the feel-good neurotransmitter, dopamine is involved in reward mechanism, motivation, and addictions. Several types of addictive drugs increase dopamine levels in the brain. So when we consume some food or when we consume addictive substances like alcohol, they increase our dopamine level. This chemical messenger also plays an important role in the coordination of body movements. Parkinson's disease, which is a degenerative disease that results in tremors and motor movement impairments, is caused by the loss of dopamine generating neurons in the brain. Serotonin is a hormone and neurotransmitter which plays an important role in regulating and modulating sleep, anxiety, moods, sexuality, and appetite. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors are a type of antidepressant medication which are commonly prescribed to treat depression, anxiety, panic disorder, and panic attacks because all of them are caused by reduction in serotonin. SSRIs work to balance serotonin levels by blocking the reuptake of serotonin in the brain, which can help improve mood and reduce feelings of anxiety. Adenosine triphosphate, that is ATP, is considered to be the energy currency of life and acts as a neurotransmitter in the central and peripheral nervous systems. It plays a role in automatic control, sensory transduction, and communication with glial cells. Research suggests that it may also have a part in some neurological problems like pain, trauma, and neurodegenerative disorders. Nitric oxide and carbon monoxide are also types of neurotransmitters. What are the problems with neurotransmitters? The problems with neurotransmitters are that neurons might not manufacture enough of a particular neurotransmitters, or they may be reabsorbed too quickly, or too many neurotransmitters may be deactivated by the enzymes, or too much of a particular neurotransmitters may be released. Like excess dopamine can cause Tourette syndrome, or low dopamine can cause Parkinson's. Low serotonin can cause depression. panic disorder. So imbalance in the level of neurotransmitters causes many diseases. When neurotransmitters are affected by disease or drugs, there can be number of different adverse effects on body, like epilepsy, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's are associated with deficits in certain neurotransmitters. Certain neurotransmitters also play important role in the brain by influencing our mood. So they are called feel good chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, norepinephrine and endorphins. Health professionals recognize the role that neurotransmitters can play in mental health conditions, which is why medications that influence actions of body's chemical messengers are often prescribed to help treat a variety of psychiatric conditions. The greatest practical application for discovery and understanding of how neurotransmitters function has been development of drugs that impact the chemical transmission. So neurotransmitters play a very important and critical role in neural communication, influencing everything from involuntary movements to learning to mood. This system is complex and highly interconnected. Neurotransmitters act in very specific ways, but they can also be affected by diseases, drugs, or even the actions of other chemical messengers. Thank you so much for listening.